He walked into my office, 70 years old, hunched forward, eyes dim with exhaustion, and a voice that barely made it above a whisper. "But doctor," he said, "I just don't feel like a man anymore." He wasn't talking about ego. He wasn't asking for admiration. He was reaching for something deeper, something essential, his strength, his spark, his identity. There was no fire in his mornings anymore. No sense of connection, no intimacy. He believed it was just age slowly pulling him away from life. But what happened next shocked him, and it might shock you too. Because within 24 hours, everything began to change. And it all started with one thing he added to his breakfast. "My name is Dr. Mohit Kara. I've spent over 3 decades walking beside older men who have felt themselves slipping away, helping them reclaim their strength, confidence, and performance. Without relying on pills or empty promise, I believe in real results, and I believe in the body's ability to heal when we finally give it what it needs. What I'm about to share with you has already changed thousands of lives across this country, and it can do the same for you. Because here's a truth you might not have heard before. Feeling weak, disconnected, or like you've lost yourself has far less to do with age than you think. In fact, it has everything to do with what's been missing from your plate each morning. Today, I'm going to reveal a food so simple, so overlooked, yet so biologically powerful. It's helped countless men restore their energy, boost blood flow, and awaken their inner vitality again. I'll show you exactly how it works. What begins to shift within 24 hours, how it builds momentum over 7 days, and what transformation looks like after just. You'll also understand why this one thing has been avoided by so many for decades, and how that one mistake cost millions of men their strength and confidence. The solution? It's not some exotic, rude, or expensive powder. It's something already sitting in your kitchen. It's eggs. Yes, eggs, the most powerful and misunderstood food for restoring male vitality after 60. I still remember seeing its effects for the first time. One of my longtime patients, Richard, came in for a follow-up after I recommended a small change in his morning routine. He leaned forward with a quiet smile and said, "I don't know what's happening, but it feels like I woke up for the first time in years. And the only change we made, 2 eggs in the morning. No pills, no programs. Just a simple breakfast. I know, it sounds almost too simple. But eggs, especially when eaten whole, are loaded with the very building blocks your aging body needs. They contain complete, high-quality protein. They're rich in leucine, a powerful amino acid for muscle repair. They contain healthy fats and choline, which is critical for hormone balance, blood circulation, and even neurological clarity. And the yolk? That part most seniors were taught to fear because of cholesterol? That yolk contains the very material your body requires to manufacture testosterone. The hormone that fuels your drive, your energy, your edge. It can't be built without dietary cholesterol. Nature designed eggs as a complete fuel source, not just for survival, but for strength. Richard's story is not an exception. I've seen this happen in men from their 60s to their 80s. Just by adding eggs to breakfast, they begin waking up with more energy, clearer focus, and yes, firmer, more reliable function in the morning. Not because eggs are magical, but because they finally give the male body what it's been begging for. So what actually begins to happen when you commit to this? Let me walk you through it. In just the first 24 hours, your body begins using the choline and protein to rebuild and refuel key systems. Blood starts to flow more freely. Neurotransmitters associated with mood and focus begin to reactivate. You may not notice it instantly, but deep inside, your engine is turning back on. By day 7, the effects become clearer. Men begin to feel more focused. They walk with more purpose. Muscles, especially in the core and legs, start to respond again. Many report morning function returning, not just once, but consistently. Testosterone begins to rise naturally as your body finally has what it needs to produce it. And by 30 days, that's when the transformation takes root. You feel stronger, more centered, your energy is more reliable, and perhaps most importantly, your confidence returns, not because you've become someone else, but because you've remembered who you are. You see, vitality isn't a gift for the young. It's a reward for those who feed their strength. So why, if something this powerful exists, are so many men still walking through life tired, slow, and disconnected? It's not their fault. Men have been misled. For decades, we were told to fear fats. cut cholesterol, to eat sugary cereals and dry toast in the morning. That kind of breakfast starves your body of the very fuel it needs to maintain strength and function. You can't build testosterone with jam and juice. You can't fuel performance with fear. I've sat across from men who once ran companies, raised families, served their country, and now feel ashamed simply because they're tired. And what I tell them is this: it's not weakness, it's misguidance. The good news is, the body is waiting to bounce back, even after years of poor habits. When you start feeding it real fuel, complete protein, healthy fats, hormone-building nutrients, it responds. I've watched hands stop shaking, legs regain strength. I've seen marriages revive. And it always starts with breakfast. Let me introduce you to some of the men who've lived this truth. Harold was 73 when he came to me, quiet, disconnected. Doc, he said, I just want to feel like myself again. We started with 2 eggs, some healthy fat, and a small shift in mindset. 3 weeks later, he walked in with a grin and said, I wake up ready. I feel like I'm back. Bernard, a retired principal at 76, had all but withdrawn from his marriage. After 1 month of nourishing his mornings, he was holding hands again. Laughing again, I'm not ashamed anymore, he said. That, right there, is the return of a man's soul. These aren't just stories. These are reminders that your body hasn't given up. It's been waiting for you. So what should your breakfast look like? 2 whole eggs, scrambled in olive oil or boiled if you prefer. Keep the yolks. That's where the good stuff lives. Add half an avocado, loaded with magnesium and healthy fats for circulation and muscle recovery. Then scoop in half a cup of plain Greek yogurt for protein and gut health. And top it off with a small bowl of oats with crushed walnuts or chia seeds for steady energy and improved blood vessel function. That's it. No gimmicks. Just real food, working with your biology. This isn't just about hormones. This is about dignity, about identity, about showing up for your life like you still mean something, because you do. And if you ignore it, if you keep skipping breakfast or feeding your body empty calories, the decline will continue quietly. Your testosterone will fall further, your muscles will shrink, your drive will fade, and eventually your sense of self will blur. But you don't have to go down that path. There's still power inside you, fire, vision, worth. You are not broken. You are simply underfed. Every morning is a chance to say, I'm not done yet. I still matter. I still want to feel strong, love fully, and live deeply. This decision doesn't require a program or a subscription. Just a choice. A meal, a habit, and I'll say it again. Your best days are not behind you. They're waiting just on the other side of your next breakfast. So tomorrow morning, when you crack those eggs and take that first bite, remember, you're not just eating. You're rebuilding. You're choosing life. And I'll be right here beside you, cheering for your strength, your courage, and your return.